Dream is the biggest Minecraft YouTuber in the world. He is mainly known for his Minecraft speedrun, Manhunt, and Dream SMP. However, there's one small thing about him that I despise. Dream stands. Generally speaking, I have no problem with them, but if I had to describe dream stands, I would describe them as chaotic, childish, and immature. However, this isn't going to be a ranting video. Today, I went inside the mind of a dream stand.
Juice, sauce, little bit of dressing, ice, wrist, little bit of flexing. Juice, sauce, little bit of dressing, ice, wrist, little bit of flexing.
Dream stands are generally people who are obsessed with Dream and the Dream SMP. Non-Dream stands, or the Dream stand haters, consider them cancel culture and toxic to some people. However, today I went in to see the real truth of Dream stands. My initial thoughts on Dream stands are just people who have a bad message on them. Sure, there are a lot of them that are toxic, but you have to know that every type of community is filled with toxic people. And so, the hunt for Dream stands had begun. Finding Dream stands was easy, but asking them to be interviewed, well, it was also easy since there are thousands of them. Anyways, let's go ahead and interview them. Alright, so I guess for the first question, what is your name?
Marble.
My name is Leslie. My name is Metzley.
What made you start watching Dream, and why do you still watch him?
I used to watch a lot of Skeppy and Bad Boy Halo back in like August of 2019, I think, November around there. And then I found Dream through watching some of their videos, and I just find Dream really entertaining, and especially with the SMP going on. And I don't know, I see a lot of people saying manhunts are really repetitive, but I like it, and I for sure miss like kind of the more chill videos too. But I've kind of got into it, and I can't really get out of it. I have also bad OCD and stuff, and it's like a hyperfixation for me. So, but I enjoy it a lot. So.
Well, I saw like a lot of TikToks of his like cool Minecraft Manhunt MLGs, and I thought that was really cool. So I checked out his channel, and then I binged all of his videos in like one sitting, and now I'm like hooked. And I guess I still watch him because like just Dream and his friends have made like really cool videos, and they're just really fun to watch.
I started watching him like April, but then I kind of stopped watching him for a bit because I was like busy overall. But then I started watching him again in like July when the Dream SMP was like starting to blow up, and I continued watching him because overall his content is really like genuine, and the way he is with his friends is like a connection that many people would want. And I like the dynamic he has with other people in the way that he makes others people feel valid and included. Like before, he only used to be friends with like Sapnap and George, and now he gets to be friends with a lot of people, and he makes his audience feel appreciated. He always demonstrates that like a lot. So I think he's like one of the best content creators.
And next question, as a Dream stan, what are your thoughts on the community?
We could do better, of course. I feel like that can be said about every community, though. I like our community. I think we focus a lot on the negative sometimes. Like, we really see sometimes you like see something that's like one person saying something weird, and then a lot of people screenshot it and then repost it and say, don't do this and everything, when it's like 10, 20 people say that, and it gets way more attention than it needs. There are some toxic people, of course, but there's also some amazingly talented people. You know, some people that I see and are like, some gorgeous people too. Like I see them and I'm like, why are you standing Minecraft YouTubers? You are gorgeous. Go be a model, or like some amazing artists who should be doing Disney work or stuff. But they're stan Dream, and that's really cool to see them in our community.
I personally love our community. I have made a ton of friends through Twitter, and they're all amazing people. And there are definitely some bad people in our community, but people tend to generalize our entire community on those few people. But overall, we have a really good community, and I really love it.
As a stan, I think in communities there's always good and bad, but overall the community is pretty great. I just like the fact that the community is so big. There's always going to be either some people being completely rude or attack other people, which I think it's really incorrect for them to do. But since our community is so big, it's it's different when it's on Twitter, on Instagram, or on TikTok. So no matter where you are, it's completely different. But my favorite place is Twitter, because I have made friends there with other people who are stans too. And overall, the people are really nice. I just think that some people cross boundaries or don't learn when to stop doing things. But overall, it's pretty great.
Do you think the community is anyway toxic to others?
Yeah, like I said, yeah, it's for sure toxic to some people. Not everyone. Like I said before, yeah, some of us can get a bit overwhelming. There's we have the mob mentality too, a lot of us. But I think that's any community is gonna have toxic people, and we're just a really big community.
Definitely. And just like other communities, there are some dream stands that can be toxic, and there are some people who gatekeep or send hate to Dream in other communities, but us as a whole is nothing like that. And I hope that we can change how people see Dream and his fans.
Sometimes, because there's some people, like I said, who are who don't know when to stop crossing boundaries. There's so many people I've seen on Twitter that have attacked other fandoms, or that have attacked other people because they have insulted Dream in some way. And I think that's completely wrong, because that just makes our community look bad. And I think that's not the solution in doing things. I think people should just leave it alone. Even Dream says to not send hate to other creators, or to not send mean comments, but some people still do it anyways, and I still think that's really toxic and bad. But overall, we still make people learn, and some of us make mistakes, but I just think people should just leave things alone. Don't attack other fandoms, even if we're getting attacked, because most fandoms attack our fandom, mostly blame us for everything. I still think that we should just ignore it, because then it creates a bigger problem for us.
What's it like being a Dream stan?
It's fun. I don't know. It's for sure quite a big portion of my life. I don't really do anything though, because COVID and everything. I can't exactly go out and do stuff, so it's just what I do all day. But I don't find it draining. It does get tiring sometimes, but it's what makes me happy, and it's always there if I ever feel sad or need to cheer up or anything that's frustrating. I can always just take a break, and it's enjoyment. It's joyful.
There are definitely ups and downs, but I just love supporting Dream and his friends. And like I've said, we're an amazing community, and it's just full of amazing people. You meet so many people who just love Dream, and you can connect with people from all over the world.
It's really nice, I should say, because being a Dream stan, I've made in the community, I have made a lot of friends, and I get to talk to people who have the same interests as me. And during quarantine, especially once the fandom was growing, I got to seek out who I am, because Dream has been able to make every single person feel valid. And I feel with his acceptance with everyone, it's just the community just has seemed safer for everyone, and I just like how it feels in this community.
Had you ever been criticized for being a Dream stan?
For sure. I've gotten people in my DMs sending me gore pics or death threatening me saying, you're a slur because you like Dream, you whatever. Or like I've had people try to dox me before. Usually it's like fake doxing though. They're like, oh, I know your grandpa's address, and it's like, my grandpa lives somewhere very far away. You do not know. And it's for sure like draining a lot of the criticism, because it's like no one gives constructive criticism. No one does that. They just say you're bad and you're a bad person because you like Dream, and moves on with their day.
Definitely. There, on some of my tweets, there have been replies hating on me, calling me a Dream stan, and like calling me obsessed and insane. But like, I feel that every Dream stan has had a bad experience with haters, directly or indirectly. And there have been times where people with big followings, like content creators, have called out Dream stans, and Dream himself criticized us.
Oh yeah, I have many times, and like overall I just think like when I post something like and it blows up, sometimes people like on Twitter that I completely hate Dream, like they come into my comments saying, oh, why do you like him, or they keep saying, oh yeah, Dream is a cheater, you shouldn't like a guy like him. And honestly, like, I don't get why some people like that, especially if they're adults, like spend their time attacking like either minors or like young adults for liking a content creator. It's like, it's honestly so dumb. And like, I usually don't care because I'm not like the person who cares if they get hate, but like I see a lot of people, some of my friends too, who get a lot of hate on their like tweets and everything, and sometimes it gets to them. And honestly, it's like a lot of people blame us for a lot of things, for us trending things, and honestly it's not really our fault. And I think like people should stop blaming us for everything, even though we haven't really done anything wrong, you know.
Assuming you've been criticized as a Dream stan, how does that make you feel?
I've kind of like just gotten used to it now. Like, I don't really care that much anymore, but it for sure frustrated me a lot in the beginning of the community. But like when I first joined, but like I've been in like on Twitter, Stan Twitter for like almost a year now, so it's whatever to me. Of course, like I wish it didn't happen. I don't think anyone wishes it happens, but it's just I just don't care anymore.
Honestly, it makes me more like sad than anything else. They all generalize us to be this image of people that see us as like this toxic, obsessed fan base. But for the most part, like, we're honestly such a nice and like loving community, and people just tend to look beyond the good parts and just see the bad.
Me, it doesn't make me feel bad. Like, I mean, it only makes me feel bad because like I hate like the fact that they constantly like hate on a person, or like they constantly seek out looking for people that like Dream. It's like, I personally don't care if they attack me, but I only care about the fact that they actually search for people to attack just for liking someone. And I just think that's like completely wrong to do. And honestly, just especially some like there's adults who have attacked kids for liking Dream, and it really makes me uncomfortable because it's literal adults hating on someone for like liking content from someone, and it's honestly like the worst thing.
Do you think non-Dream stans or Dream stan haters are taking you guys in the wrong way?
Yeah, like I see like there's for sure a lot of people who hate Dream stans, see all of us as teenage girls, which is for sure like kind of weird thing, because like in the end, like being a stan is just finding enjoyment in something and being in a community that has that enjoyment. It's like being a Minecraft YouTuber stan is no different than being like liking football and watching a lot of football every night. Like you'd watch the game every weekend, and you have jerseys of them, and you have like a whole Twitter profile dedicated to them. But like people don't see that as weird, but for a Minecraft YouTuber, which is, I don't know, I guess that's weird, but I don't see it as weird, and people just seem to hate it for no reason when they don't really know anything about it.
Probably, like I said, like people tend to just see the bad bits of our community, and I think that some people are like kind of like scared or like nervous to interact with us or get into Dream's content because of his fan base.
I think like some other fandoms, like they think we're bad in general, because I've seen a lot of fandoms like K-pop or like fandoms like those. They think that we're all bad just because one person has done something. But like, as me being in the community, I've seen there's only like, let's say like 5% of the people that are bad and the rest are good or something. There's like, not everyone is the same. Everyone is completely different, and everyone has a different type of account. So I just think because one person has done something wrong, they shouldn't compare it to everyone else, because everyone in the community is different. And because the community is so big, it's like you would find like real genuine people, and there's like a few toxic stands, but not all of us are bad.
And then the final question, what do you want non-Dream stands to know about you or the community?
That we're not all bad, you know, like I said, there's toxic people in every community, but you know, as long as you're not rude to us, and if you do have like criticism to give us, as long as you're not being like mean about it, then like we'll listen to you, you know? Of course some of us won't, but that's, like I said, it's in every community. We just want to be respected as any other human being wants to be.
I would tell them that we're like honestly such a nice and fun, loving community, and we're not at all as other people see us as. Like, we're so fun sometimes, and it's like honestly a great fandom and fan base.
I want them to know that some of us are actual like people who like only care about making friends or just like finding other people with the same interest. Not all of us attack other people. Some of us like mind our business or make sure everyone feels valid. And honestly, I just think that other people should know that most of us like to make friends with other fandoms. And like, I personally have friends in K-pop Twitter, and I just think that people should just try to get along instead of like other fandoms constantly sending death threats to other to Dream stands, because I just think that's really dumb how they like, just because we're in different fandoms doesn't mean that we can't overall be friends. So that's like really what I think.
All right. Well, that's it for the interview. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Thank you for doing this with me. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So, in conclusion, Dream stands are just people who are very kind and open. Sure, there are a lot of them that are toxic, but the majority of them are very nice. Even though they have a weird obsession over one person, I believe we should respect that because it makes themselves happy. I would like to thank the following people for being a part of the video. If you want to check them out, their Twitter ads will be listed on the screen right now or in the description below. Anyways, thanks for watching.